Hello, I hope you're all happy, safe and well. We're really missing our reception children at school. I hope they're having a lovely time with you at home and hopefully doing lots of learning too, although we can't wait for them to return to school. Now, I just wanted to create a little video this afternoon to support you with being able to support your child and their reading at home. We sent a lot of resources home pre to school closing, and I appreciate that some of you might not know quite how to use these resources to support your child's learning. So hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be able to do so with something that I'm going to share with you. So what I would really like to concentrate on this afternoon is having a look at how we use our ditty sheets to support the children and the development of their reading skills. So I'm going to go through the different sections of the sheet here and how you can use that at home to support reading. So the first thing that I'd just like to point out is that all the sheets are numbered, but it doesn't matter what number you have at home. The structure is typically the same throughout all of the sheets, which is what is so fantastic about the phonics scheme that we follow at school. So it might be that your child at home is telling you, oh no, we need to do it this way, which is great because it's all about that familiarity and confidence with the scheme. So please don't worry about the numbers. So the first aspect of the sheet that I'd just like to explain is the speed sounds bar at the top here. Now generally in phonics we work as a partner A, partner B, and as grown-ups I'd like you to say to your child at home, I'm going to be partner A, which generally means that you start off by pointing to the sounds, words or sentences for then your partner B, your child, to read to you. So as partner A grown-ups, what you're going to do is you're going to point underneath all of the sounds here for your child to then say the sounds correctly back to you. So be l, k, k, I, so on. The idea is that we're hopefully being able to recognise these sounds really speedily. So as the children get more confident and develop their knowledge of the sounds, it might be as they're saying them quicker, you might want to go forwards, backwards, jump in and around. You don't have to keep following it in the same order. Now the next section of our sheet here is the green words bar. So green words are typically words that the children can use their phonics knowledge and skills to be able to sound out and blend the sounds together to read the word independently. So again, in your role of partner A, what I'd like you to do is point to the word for your child, and then they should be able to Fred talk, which means they're saying it in sounds first before reading it as a word all by themselves. So the first word, for example, here, you'll be pointing, and as the child, I'm going to read it. D. Mud. Move on to the next word. K. Now, if your child struggles with a word, don't make them do it over and over and over and over again. You can give it to them. So I would say, oh, this word is milk. So they might want to then have another go after being given the word. It's really important that we develop confidence with reading. So to make a child stop here and keep going over the same word that they're not getting might not enable them to do this. So work all through the green words here. And again, as they're reading it, they might become quicker at doing so. Now the next bar on our sheet is the red words, and these are what we call tricky words at school. So these are words that the children can't use their phonics skills to sound out. It's words that we just have to know by looking at them. So here we don't ask the children to guess, we don't ask them to sound out the words. As partner A, I'm going to say this word is of, and you might want to get them to repeat that word back to you a couple of times. I would also point out to the children when I'm teaching in class that this word is also a different colour in our sentences, so that when we come to read it, we need to remember that that's our red word, our tricky word. We just need to know what it is by looking at it. We can't sound that one out. So again, that might be something that you might want to remind your child of when they come to look at the ditty sheet. So once you've worked through these three boxes, we're then going to have a look at the sentences that are on your ditty sheet. Now again, as partner A, the adult, you're going to be pointing to the words for your child to read. So you're going to work your way through your sentences. Again, if your child is finding a particular element of the sentence tricky, give it to them. And as they get to the end of the sentence, you as the adult, just to encourage that fluency and expression, might want to read it back to them. So, well done, you did a great job. Now I'm going to have a go. You might even want to get them to point to the word so when you're reading it. So they've read it, and I'm going to have a go. Sip a cup of milk, and then move on to the next sentence. So once you've read all of your sentences, at the very bottom of the ditty sheet here, to develop your child's comprehension skills and understanding of the text that they've read, there is a question to talk about. So you, as the role of the adult, you're going to ask them the question, and they hopefully will engage in some conversation about that said question. So for example, on this sheet, it's what would you like to drink? So they might reference something that they've read in the sentence. Oh, so it might be milk or pop, or they might think of their own answer, which is also perfectly acceptable. It's just about encouraging the children to be talking about what they've read or what they think and feel. And then at the very bottom of the bar here, there's something called hold a sentence, which is the opportunity within our phonics lesson for the children to apply their phonics to have a go at writing. So here the sentence is sip a cup of pop. So what we do to support writing is we have to identify how many sounds are in a word using our thread fingers. Now, if writing a whole sentence to start with is a bit of a challenge for your child, what I would suggest in the first instance is to have a go at writing a word. And if they're coping with that, then you can keep building on top of that to build up to the whole sentence. So for example, let's start with the first word in the sentence, sip. I would say sip. Okay, it's got 3 sounds, so we need to have 3 thread fingers to support us with our writing. So we're going to have a little look. It's really important that the children hold their fingers, their palm facing into them, and that they're going to pinch the sounds with the hand that they write. So I'm right-handed, so I'm going to pinch with my right hand. So I'm going to say the word and pinch the sounds, and then I'm going to write it down. So the word is sip, sip, s, I, p. And then encourage your child to have a go at writing that word because they've got all the sounds on a piece of paper, anything that they've got to hand at home. So of course, if that's easy for them, so they can continue and write the whole sentence, or if they don't want to, that's also fine. But obviously writing is just as important as reading, so hopefully they will be able to embrace that challenge. So that ultimately is how you can use this ditty sheet to support your child with their reading. Generally, this takes us about 15 minutes to complete in class, so anything more than that, we might disengage our children from reading. And as I've said in this video earlier, it's all about promoting a love of reading and confidence and fluency and expression. So it's really important that we're encouraging those traits as the outcome of engaging with these sheets with the children. So I hope that was helpful. I appreciate it's a very difficult time, so anything that you can do to support your child with their learning at home is so appreciated from our school stance. If you have any questions at all about how to support your reading, I'd be more than happy to pick up emails through the school office email. If I can support you in any way, I would absolutely be delighted to do so. So yes, I look forward to hopefully hearing from you. Please upload any videos onto Tapestry of your child reading. I'd love to see that, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you all soon. Take care. Bye.